Buc-ee's in New Braunfels is now connected to the measles outbreak stemming from West Texas. State health officials say that person traveled to Central Texas during Valentine's weekend before they knew that they were infected. The state says Buc-ee's was one of the places they visited, as well as locations in San Marcos and San Antonio. And this all comes after a child died yesterday in Lubbock due to measles complications. Our Alanna Quillen is in the newsroom tracking the very latest for us. Alanna?
Well, yesterday, the Dallas County Health Director held meetings with officials around the state and the country who are all watching the situation closely. But I want to talk about that case of measles in Rockwall County that was announced. Officials say this person is an adult, was unvaccinated, and had recently traveled internationally to Asia. It is not thought that the person traveled while they were contagious, but they became sick when they returned home to Rockwall County, and officials say they ended up being taken to a local hospital. Officials say it doesn't appear that the individual visited public places while they were contagious. Now, they are checking with first responders to see who came into contact with that infected person and provide guidance. Officials also added that there is no known link to that outbreak that's been happening in West Texas.
Especially since it's an isolated case, we don't expect this to become an outbreak like what we're seeing in Gaines County. However, we would always encourage everyone to take the precautions.
This is like sort of the model for one of the most easily transmitted, that if there's someone in a room, then 2 hours later in that air, that's still circulating around. And so 90% of people who would be in that room who are not protected through vaccination would probably come down with measles.
Yes, doctors and health officials really stressing how contagious the measles are. As for the West Texas outbreak that has been growing since last month, officials say right now at least 124 people have been infected in 9 counties spanning from Odessa to Lubbock, with many being hospitalized and needing oxygen, according to doctors there. The child who died in Lubbock with school age had been hospitalized and was not vaccinated, according to county health officials. The CDC says it is the first measles death in the entire country since 2015 and the first child death in 22 years. It is unclear how this outbreak in Texas originated. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, the federal government is providing vaccines as well as technical and lab support in West Texas, but the state health department is leading this response. In the newsroom, Alanna Quillen, NBC5.